Hey guys, what is up? It is No Help, and welcome back to another video today. So I actually just watched Wild Mudkips' new video on you can help save RuneScape 3. He's one of my favorite content creators. I would highly recommend this video. I'll probably leave a link to his video down in the description, but I just wanted to bring more awareness to this. So right now, they have a poll running to remove Treasure Hunter, and yeah, you can decide. This was less than 24 hours ago. And yeah, it's already at 88,000 and you need to get 100. So let's vote real quick. Okay, so I can select a character. We're just going to vote on my Iron Man. No helpmate. Select. And this should be voting yes to remove the Treasure Hunter. So yeah, vote successful. Thank you for your vote. So to actually vote, you just want to go to the official RuneScape 3 website, and right here there's a thing called Remove Treasure Hunter. You just click that and then vote, right? So already 88,000 people voted on this, and it needs to be 100K, so it's going to hit the threshold probably within a few hours, I would say. So today marks one of the most important moments in RuneScape history. We are proposing a new future for the game led by integrity, where your achievements are based on merit and the vast experiences offered within Gielinor can truly shine. This is an era defining shift for RuneScape, where you will cast the deciding vote, just as we did for the birth of old school. So if you guys remember back in the day when they did the vote to pretty much bring old school RuneScape, and it kind of looked similar to this. But yeah, so what voting means, so basically you want to see an integrity-led RuneScape powered by your own accomplishments through gameplay. This would result in the following changes. So basically, if this gets over 100K, the full removal of Treasure Hunter from RuneScape. That is huge. It's not going to save the game. I think it's kind of far gone at this point, but that is a huge thing. So the removal of 225 direct XP and skilling items from sale, I'm not really sure what that is. Reducing to 2 directly purchasable offerings. So I guess just removing even more of the bonus XP. Bonus XP with capped storage limits per skill. So I guess you can't get like 100 mil bonus XP or something stupid like that, right? So cosmetics with more grounded visual identity. Delivery of a dedicated, this one's huge too, of a dedicated year-long integrity roadmap addressing core issues like the user interface, visuals, auras, dailyscape, and more. Dailyscape is a huge one. I keep thinking I want to start an Ironman for RuneScape 3 just to kind of check out the game and see how it is, but the whole thing every single time for me is dailyscape, and dailies kind of just ruin the game. So if they could kind of like fix that a little bit, I think that would be really cool. And basically they want to have cosmetic toggle options. So you know how there's all these cosmetic bullshit things in the game. They want to be able to turn that on and off. So very good. Okay, so voting threshold. So 100,000 supporting votes. It's already at 88,000 in less than 24 hours. And I feel like a lot of the old school players don't really know about this yet. So I just want to bring more awareness to it, obviously, so we can definitely hit that 100K. So basically any votes over 100,000, every single vote beyond this point acts as a clear signal of how far you think we should take these plans, increasing our investment and focus on delivering stronger integrity in our roadmap at no cost of the content roadmap. So I guess updates people might be excited for with RuneScape 3. It's not going to really change much. They're just going to do this on the side, right? Obviously how to vote, you need a character, blah, 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 and very easy to vote. So the proposal for RuneScape's future. So we promise to make major changes to secure the long-term future of RuneScape. One, where MTX is significantly reduced. Integrity is back at the heart of the game, and where future success is defined by growing community. Obviously, right? It's better to have like old school, right? Where there's like hundreds and hundreds of thousand people playing at the same time than the 20K. Even if, say, a couple thousand of those 20K buy a lot of these things, at the end of the day, having a bigger game and more players is way better. You know what I mean? So that journey starts here. This is a part of a wider belief from us on the need to build a stronger foundation for the next era of RuneScape. Over the last few months, we've been rethinking how we designed, fund, and evolve the game to make sure every decision supports fair, rewarding, and lasting gameplay. So this vote represents the first and most major step in restoring that balance. So through our MTX experiments, they did experiments a few months ago, I think I talked about this, we're more confident than ever that dramatic, bold change is the right way forward. Obviously. While we believe in this proposal as the future of the game, we're promised to validate any decisions with the community, so now it's over to you. And so obviously full removal of the treasure hunter, removal of all this other XP stuff like that, right? A whole year of the integrity roadmap, which they should just keep doing that anyways. So you will be able to purchase bonus XP still, obviously, right? But the whole cosmetics thing's cool too, where they won't be as stupid, I guess, and you have the option to turn it on and off, right? And well, I forgot to show you guys this. So you actually don't need to have membership, which is crazy because I think back in the day for the old school one, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure, I think even Mudkips said this, you did need to have membership to vote on the old school one, I'm pretty sure. But the fact that you don't even need membership, so anyone could do it. You could just make a RuneScape account right now and vote for this change. So there's this video right here too that Mod North posted on the RuneScape. We're just gonna watch it and see exactly what he has to say.
The decision to remove Treasure Hunter is now in your hands. We promise to make major changes to secure the long-term future of RuneScape. Today marks the next step in that journey and one of the most important moments in RuneScape's history. Starting right now, we're opening a 14-day community poll on the...
I like how he said it's like one of the most important decisions in RuneScape history. I think he's right about that at the end of the day, right? If RuneScape 3 could get half of the player base of old school and half of the hype at least, like RuneScape in general would just grow so much, and I think everyone knows that, right? Like, it's not like we want to see RuneScape 3 fail. It's just terrible updates, terrible interface, too much XP. Even if you want to play an Ironman dailyscape, and he knows this, right? He wants the game to succeed, and I think this is a step in the right direction.
The future direction of the game. Since the Squeal of Fortune was introduced in 2012 and Treasure Hunter.
I remember this so vividly. Like I got off school and walked home probably, logged into RuneScape, and there was this like big thing, the Treasure Hunter, spinned it. I think I got some XP or something, and one of my friends won the 200 mil. I remember that, and I was just like, this is the best update ever. But then when you're 12 years old, that's what you think, right? But obviously it's not good for the game.
In 2014, our approach to MTX has slowly eroded the integrity of RuneScape. The most egregious
that's one way to put it.
Of our MTX offering are those which enable players to skip core gameplay, missing much of what makes RuneScape special, the vast world of experiences Gielinor has to offer. And while these systems have been
if you can just buy your way through it and you can skip a lot of the stuff, Mudkip mentioned this in his video, that YouTuber, A Friend, back in the day, he spent like $13,000 or $14,000 on a fresh account just using the Squeal of Fortune and actually maxed an account. And I think his playtime was like 3 days or something like that. But it goes to show you how powerful that is. You can max an account in 3 days if you just have $13,000.
Major part of how we funded the game historically. That's come at the cost of something precious, the integrity of our game. This is something we must correct.
But today isn't just about Treasure Hunter. We are committed to dramatically improving the integrity of RuneScape across every area of the game, not just its monetization. This means tackling things such as RuneScape's visual identity, design, core gameplay experiences, and long-standing challenges head-on.
Treasure Hunter is only one step in a much broader plan to put integrity back at the heart of RuneScape's future.
I do think RuneScape 3 definitely has potential. There was a league that we played like a month ago or whatever. It was obviously a lot of fun and stuff, but at the end of the day, even during the league, people were doing dailies. And like that goes to show you how powerful these dailies are if people are just doing them during a league. And there's just so much wrong with the game, right? If they could fix the interface, fix like the visuals, like a lot, like I feel like it's like Fortnite-esque in a way, just how bright it is, how like animated the characters look and stuff like that. It doesn't feel like RuneScape, but it has the skills and stuff. Like it's like a weird RuneScape. But another thing, like keeping the integrity, right? Like people used to play private servers a lot back in the day, but they played them for like a month and then they got bored of it, right? Because you maxed, you did everything, right? And it's kind of like the way that RuneScape 3 is. Like you can progress so quickly, and then it's like, I guess I could boss or PVM or whatever, but like if you could just buy the gold, buy the XP, do drops even matter, right? I don't know. Iron Man's a thing too, but just daily.
Since June, we've run a series of experiments to test alternative forms of MTX, gather your feedback, and explore a future where RuneScape grows more sustainably, primarily by the size of the community. Tens of thousands of you took part in surveys.
I always say this when they're showing like this. If you showed like a couple of my friends back in the day or whatever, what game is this? They wouldn't recognize it as RuneScape. They'd be like, maybe, oh, that's an orange Halloween mask. Like, what the fuck even is that? Oh, there's a blue party hat. Kind of looks like RuneScape. I wouldn't even be able to say that that's the Grand Exchange. You know what I mean? It looks so fucking different, but it just, you wouldn't be able to tell it's RuneScape. And I think that's a problem. Like, there's a girl with a skull cape floating on a staff. Like,
and we've collected an unprecedented level of feedback. The vast majority of you called for a meaningful reduction in MTX due to harm caused by Treasure Hunter's offering. A significant portion of you also told us you'd like to retain access to less aggressive means of supporting progression when time is limited. This moment is about finding that balance together, one which takes a real step forward for integrity and also supports all players no matter how they choose to play. But the strength and positivity from all of you makes it clear to us that this is the right direction to pursue.
So, with a decision as important as this, it's only right that it's one that we make together. That's why we're putting this to a final community
16 votes
poll as of today. If this poll surpasses 100,000 votes, we will remove Treasure Hunter from RuneScape.
That's
With
huge.
We will be removing associated gameplay benefiting items available within Treasure Hunter from Sale 2. This means no more purchasable lamps, no more proteins, no more portables, no more dummies, and a whole lot more.
For anyone who's never played RuneScape 3 or has no idea what any of these things are, proteins are these stackable items that you could win on the Treasure Hunter, the Squeal of Fortune, and say there's a protein hide or a protein bar, whatever. They have every type of protein you could think of. And they just stack in your inventory and they give insane XP. And like you could just click the hides and they're stackable. I don't think you even need thread or a needle or any. I get there's the tool belt, right? And you just sit there and get massive amounts of XP. Portables are another really stupid thing. Like I think this is like a portable smithing thing or maybe a fletching thing. I don't exactly know. And it gives you like 10% more XP and saves resources. Dummies are dumb. You just throw a dummy out and you can AFK for 15 to 20 minutes while your character just sits there and hits this dummy, and then at the end of it you get like 50k Slayer XP. It's just so stupid. Like all these things, like are they gonna remove them from people's banks? Probably not, but like eventually they'll fade out if there's no way of getting these stupid things anymore.
For those of you who told us you rely on MTX items to fit RuneScape into your life, we will continue to offer bonus XP via packages in the store. But in order to retain a healthy gameplay loop which encourages players to play RuneScape as intended, the amount of storable bonus XP per skill will be capped.
Nice.
We believe offering bonus XP in a limited, healthy way strikes the right balance, supporting the 54% of players that expressed a desire to retain a progression-friendly MTX option, while also reducing.
That's crazy that it was only 54%. I thought it would be a lot higher than that if people wanting to kind of just fully have nothing to do with it. But I guess it's RuneScape 3, it's very different.
Reducing the harm to game integrity caused by direct XP sales, proteins, and dummies, which allow for gameplay to be skipped entirely. But this isn't just about providing an alternative.
We'll also be investing heavily in new, integrity-first content that creates more meaningful ways to play, progress, and achieve your goals without the need for MTX. Our goal is to make RuneScape's core experience the most rewarding path forward. This is something we'll continue to explore openly and transparently with all of you, just as we've done in our experiments.
Cosmetic purchases will still be available, but with a much greater focus on making sure that these are more grounded within the world of Gielinor.
We also heard your feedback on cosmetic-free worlds loud and clear. While dedicated worlds were an experimental way to collect feedback, it's clear you want more control over the visibility of immersion-breaking cosmetic items.
So that's just something for me personally, like when I play old school and somebody walks by and they're wearing like a Torva plate body, I know what they're wearing, right? But if I'm playing RuneScape 3 and this guy fucking walks by, he's got cosmetic wings, some ice armor, but he's probably just wearing like bronze underneath that, you know what I mean? So it's like, he might look cool, but like, it's just very stupid, and like, who knows, this outfit could have cost him $200.
That's why we'll also add cosmetic toggle options to suit those of you who want a paired
Still don't know what he's
visual
wearing.
experience.
But that's not everything. Like with the poll that birthed Old School, we want this vote to be about ushering in a new era of RuneScape, and a validation of how far we should take this initiative. As such, if this poll reaches 100,000 votes, it will also unlock a dedicated, full-scale, year-long integrity roadmap with regular releases.
This will include
Sweet.
a wide roster of integrity-driven updates, from the decluttering of Gielinor to tackling the worst dailyscape offenders and revisiting the combat status quo. And here's our promise to you. This will all be done without impacting one of the biggest and most ambitious content roadmaps in RuneScape's history. We'll debut that next January in a very special RuneScape Ahead. Finally, any votes beyond 100,000 will act as a clear signal of how far you want us to take this, and how much you want us to invest in reshaping this new era of RuneScape.
This is a time to be bold, and to make one of the most important decisions in RuneScape's history together. This decision means dramatic change. Thanks to our experiments, we believe more than ever that this is the road to a bright and thriving future for RuneScape. Through this vote, the future of RuneScape is now in your hands.
Head over to runescape.com to read the official blog outlining.
Wow, that's some good fucking news. Would you look at that? It's already at 89,000 when I watched that video. So it went up like 1,000 votes just watching that video. So yeah, we're going to smash this 100K today, and Treasure Hunter is going to get removed from RuneScape 3. Very exciting. I'd say, you know, after they work on the game for a while, maybe a year, in a year from now, maybe I'll start an Ironman account and, you know, just play the game with no stupid cosmetics, no Treasure Hunter, no bonus XP. Hopefully the dailyscape will go down a bit, and I think it'll be healthy for the game, right? This is definitely going to bring some attention to RuneScape 3, right? Hopefully more content creators make videos about this, and the number just keeps going up and up. It'd be funny if it hit like 1 million or something like that, but yeah, we'll smash that 100K, and Treasure Hunter will get removed from the game. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching the video today. Thanks for Mudkip for making the video too, so I didn't even know about this until he made that video, and I just wanted to bring more awareness to this because this is huge, especially even if you don't play RuneScape 3, this is huge for the game because it's just going to bring RuneScape in general more players, and it's a great thing at the end of the day. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Go vote, and I will catch you in the next video. See ya later.